Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
Manchester United.
I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So we're very much on the way now. And looking down the list of names, it does look, Jim, as though it's going to be a 5-3-2.
Well, if flexibility doesn't have an influence on this system, we truly are looking at an approach that is quite negative. But at least there is good scope to turn a seemingly deep-line defence into a more dangerous attacking outfit. This system will allow plenty of attacking numbers without necessarily compromising on that discipline.
Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
I would have to say the Nigerian striker Victor Osimhen. I think he's someone who can be a target man and a poacher all in one, Peter. I think he's very good with his back to goal. He has a lovely first touch, and at the same time he's got the pace to run behind defensive lines, and it's very difficult to see any weaknesses in his game. The complete package.
Hard to disagree. Osimhen! Split-second reaction.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Donnarumma claims comfortably. And now they can spring out of defence. Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes. That's been slipped through. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Nuno Mendes. Pinches it off him. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Manchester United still without a single shot on target. Chouameni. And it's Hakimi. Oh, nice touch.
Manchester United really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Oh, he's been caught napping! Bruno Fernandes. Vinicius Junior. And it's Szoboszlai. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Bruno Fernandes. Here's Chouameni. Rice. And here's Osimhen. Rice. Donnarumma breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. It's a good run he's making out on the left. Bruno Fernandes. And this is Dembele. And now they can clear their lines. Szoboszlai. Eze. Bruno Fernandes. Chouameni proves too strong. Hakimi looking for the run. Manchester United are looking to break at pace. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. That has earned a reprieve for the time being, and it's Rice. Chance! It's wide, but only just.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
It's a pretty loose pass. Rice, probing pass. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Oh, great defending, that needed doing. Osimhen showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. The ball has bounced loose now. He's looking wide. Lovely feet. Now there's a fine ball. Really didn't have enough to concern the defence. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Manchester United do have a chance to counter here. Locatelli was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Eze, no outsmarting him this time.
There will be 1
Dembele.
minute added time.
And it's Bruno Fernandes. Oh, lovely feet, he is such a good mover. And it's played in. Tries to get it clear. And we've reached half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So your views on the first half?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Manchester United.
And a chance! Not a bad try by any means.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Saliba does really well to win the ball there. Hakimi. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Chouameni. Threads one in. He's had a shot! And one more try! Oh, good finish! Just as they wanted it, just when they wanted it. That was a given, it always was.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
So we have the first goal.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Vinicius Junior currently being consciously targeted.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter.
Chouameni, down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
And here's Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
And that has left him in a heap. Nicely shaped ball.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 45, Osimhen. Number 21, Dembele. Coming on the field, number 9, Thuram. Number 20, Vinicius
Bruno Fernandes.
Junior. Substitution in
Dembele
progress.
is onto it in a flash. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
He's a sharp little ball here. Timber made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Romero cuts out the pass. And that's another good win of the ball. Nuno Mendes. He's found a way through. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And that's going to be a booking. Players have gathered round and they are clearly concerned.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 15,
There's
Bruno
not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty
Number
area.
25, Nuno Mendes. Number 41, Rice. Coming on the field, number 8, Eze. Number 37, Van de Ven. Number 87, Joe Neves. Substitution.
João Neves ventures forward. Eze, and he's managed to get free. And that's real chance! And it's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Manchester United are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Hakimi has been showed a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
João Neves unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped. Manchester United really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up, but it's not looking favourable.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Thuram absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Van de Ven.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Here's Tchouaméni, and the pass is intercepted.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And it's Eze. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Eze is fouled. Konate. 4 added minutes on the board. Eze. Oh, he's having a go! Eze out of this world! A finish of true class! Up by 3. And that's it. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
They came, they saw, and they were sent packing.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Bruno Fernandes! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And the keeper beats it away. That is lovely. Bruno Fernandes with the delivery. Crossed in again. Donnarumma claims it, safe hands. No, he wasn't going to let him past. And here's Osimhen, and a chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Now it's Rice, and one more try! Now that is commitment to the cause. Corner number 2 then. Keeper has taken decisive action. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Carreras, Rice, spread it left. No way through, so back it comes. And he's picked it up out wide. Now there's a fine ball. Decent chance! He's got away with one there. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Bruno Fernandes has impressed me a lot. I mean, a few years ago, he was the highest scoring midfielder in Europe with 33 goals in all comps. And we aren't even talking about his assists. His record of direct goal involvement is quite phenomenal.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Now that's well seen too. And it's Timber. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Timber is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Van Dijk kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Locatelli, Vinicius Junior. Manchester United still without a single shot on target. Showing good feet. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Dembele. Now it's Osimhen. And he's managed to get free. Deftly away. Osimhen couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do.
And that's the keeper's ball. Bellingham. And it's Szoboszlai. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Looking to play him in. Oh, some astute defending there. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And here's Szoboszlai. Locatelli. Ambitious ball here.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. And that is a little undercooked. Grimaldo. Grimaldo scooting forward. Stood up well to him there. Tries to pass it through. Great vision. Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
And the pass is intercepted. Vinicius Junior. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Threads one in. Chance for a shot! Goal! Manchester United! On the cusp of half-time, he delivers with perfect timing. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they maybe...
So, a temporary halt to the action. And it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Manchester United come in at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. Down to business again.
Manchester United really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. Saliba. And Grimaldo. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That's very neat. Shapes to shoot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Manchester United given another corner. Manchester United have their second corner now. Cleared away. And now a sudden chance to counter. A probing pass, and he plays one through. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Looking for options for movement. He's found a way through. He's had a shot!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Osimhen. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Chance here to counter. Vinicius Junior being hunted in packs.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
That's the keeper's ball. Bruno Fernandes chasing after it. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there really isn't enough happening up front, Peter. They just haven't been afforded much by way of creating chances. They must start showing some bite.
Van Dijk. Manchester United have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Carreras. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Saliba did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Bruno Fernandes. Szoboszlai. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bruno Fernandes. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. He won't be happy with that one.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 45, Osimhen. Number 21, Dembele.
Eze going forward.
Number 5,
He's looking unstoppable. Now it's Thuram. That is a brilliant interception. Locatelli. Manchester United could be just about done here.
Well, I like to see, Peter, that they haven't given up yet, so the spirit burns on.
Number 20,
And it's Neves.
Vinicius
Tries a
Junior.
deft little ball.
Number 17,
Van Dijk clears without hesitation.
Number 37, Van de Ven.
Oh, they could break
Number
here.
8, Eze.
Thuram.
Number 87,
There's a sharp
John
little ball
Neves.
here.
Substitution in
This
progress.
usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Musiala. João Neves. Van Dijk gets across and deals with it. João Neves. It's a searching pass. And he cuts out the supply.
There will be
Musiala.
1 minute added time.
1 minute to add according to the board. And he's managed to get rid. And that is that. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest.
And another fantastic win for the boys.
How do you look
today.
back on the game then,
Thank you
Jim?
very much
I think
for
it's
your
one of these
support.
games where both have plenty to think about. I don't think it was by design the game ended this way.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. We are just getting started. Oh, it's Dembele. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He's picked his way through. Showing good feet. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Dembele gets on his bike and on the move. He's a sharp little ball here. Manchester United are looking to break at pace. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, Aurelien Tchouameni is someone I see as being a real tour de force in that midfield. He's a tireless worker. I've heard so many people say he's just a nightmare to try and...
Shapes to shoot! Oh, needed to be more decisive in the end.
No surprise there. Can't be hesitant in those moments, Peter. Just allow the defence to regroup and stop the attack.
Terrific effort! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. Great corner, and he did the rest.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and made it perfectly.
So, a breakthrough already. He's had a shot! And that's a tidy finish. They're level in a trice.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I think the player...
Decent chance! That's a fair try, but just off target. Eze. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Tchouameni. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Tries to pass it through.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Goes for a shot! In he goes again! Goal! Manchester United! And they get themselves in front! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
Manchester United leading now. Aimed beyond the defence, and he's certainly onside here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And it's Dembele. Tchouameni. 30 minutes gone. Couldn't squeeze it through. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Konate did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Saliba wins the duel this time. Eze. Eze going face-to-face with his great rival. Bruno Fernandes. And he's picked out the run. Locatelli makes the interception. Eze. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Manchester United are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Eze chasing after it. Taken back almost at once. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, it's Dembele.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And the counter is on. Thuram. And he's lost his man here. Konate does really well there. He is strong. Locatelli. Now he's got space here. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. That's it, 45 minutes up. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They want a good start to the second half.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. And we are back underway.
Manchester United really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Van Dijk can get it clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Szoboszlai! Just the wrong side.
Oh, did the keeper have that covered? I'm not sure he did. I think I need a replay on that one.
Bruno Fernandes. This is a promising build-up. Driving forward. And the shot! Really nicely worked opportunity, that. Some lovely exchanges.
The one and two touch football that cut through the middle was a joy to behold. Talent and technique of the highest standard.
Another corner. Any better luck this time round?
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And he's there to clear it. Eze. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Pressure coming in from all directions. Great vision. There's the shot! Szoboszlai can clear it away.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 9, Turn. Coming on the field is
And it's Rice.
number 20.
And he welcomes it in.
Substitution.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Traoré. Now it's Rice. Hakimi has the space to scheme. Manchester United needing a change of fortune here. And here's Vinicius Junior. Dembele being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter.
And it's Bruno Fernandes. Ah, such a clever touch. Haaland is flagged offside.
Manchester United really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Substitution for Manchester United.
So
Number
changes afoot
21,
here, and from both sides.
Number 15, Bruno Fernandes.
Locatelli,
Coming on the field,
Rice.
number 11.
And they are prompt with their pressing.
Number 8, Eze.
That looks a good ball
Substitution
through.
in progress.
Mendes does really well to win the ball there. And it's Rice. And here's Haaland. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Now, can he find a finish? The referee's awarded a free kick.
Substitution for Manchester United.
So a bit of a
Number
revolving
25,
door here. Lots and
Nuno
lots of
Mendes.
changes. So major
Number 7,
alterations here in the
Hakimi.
defensive department.
Well, the
Coming on
manager
the
clearly
field,
thinks his side has
number
done enough and they
37,
should be able to
Van de Ven.
hold on from here.
Number
The only
12,
worry is it too soon?
Corner number 2 then. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. He's going for goal! Sharp and fizzing, but not quite.
A good disguise on that, though. I don't think many people would have expected him to absolutely clatter it the way he did.
Now he's off and running. Manchester United are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise.
Well, the manager's got a decision to make here, whether he's happy to stick or twist.
And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Vinicius Junior will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Corner number 4 coming up here. And it's been taken short.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Can he spark a counter here? Dink through. Alvarez. That is lovely. Traumeri. Played out wide. Van de Ven. Rice does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Manchester United now in a position of desperate urgency.
Well, I like to see, Peter, that they haven't given up yet, so the spirit burns on.
Chance for a shot! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Not the most accurate pass.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Nicked it back promptly. Nuno Mendes. Locatelli. Now there's a fine ball. And he can thump it away. And it's Szoboszlai. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover.
Manchester United really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Not the most convincing of passes. Vinicius Junior. No, he's not going to get any further than that. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. And he's chosen to go back. Vinicius Junior. I think they're done. They are done. Manchester United perhaps feeling a little aggrieved with this final score. They clearly feel that their efforts warranted something more. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable. A game that was constantly on the edge as both sides went full pelt trying to win this. A throwback to games gone by.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.